at this weekend and the challenge for Caleb Williams against the 49ers, when you look at what the opportunity is, whether it's a good or bad spot, we can debate what the Bears have exhaled or not. What do you expect to happen Sunday at Levi Stadium?
Yeah, I think the Bears have got a chance here just because the 49ers are absolutely beat to heck. Like, there are some positions on that roster right now, guys, that looks like a preseason week 3 depth chart, right? When the starters are not playing and you've got all these dudes sitting out to keep them healthy. Well, they weren't able to keep those guys healthy, and so I think that gives the Bears a chance. I thought that the Bears did a really nice job on the offensive line with the silent count at Detroit. We know that they had struggled with pass protection for Caleb, particularly on the road earlier in the year, when it just looked like they weren't able to get everyone on the same page, which is a challenge. You've got some different parts on the line. You've got a rookie quarterback, a new play caller. All those things made it more difficult for them. They look pretty good, and I get it. The sack there at the end that knocked them out of field goal range was horrendous. But overall, their ability to handle that was better. So them going on the road here, I'm like, okay, maybe they've got this a handle on it now. Nick Bosa could miss. So I don't have any degree of confidence in it, but I picked the Bears to win. Like, we're probably at the point where you should say I got to see it before I believe it. But I foolishly selected them to win a 1-point game, 21-20. We'll see what happens. If they don't win this one, I will probably have to pick against them the rest of the year.
I think that's true.
This segment with Brad Biggs is sponsored by Estwing Professional Tools, made in the USA for 100 years. Estwing.com. I had the same score, Brad, only I went the other way.
Yeah, the exact same score.
Yeah.
We're usually pretty closely dialed in on this one, and we haven't talked either.
No, we haven't talked about
Why are
it
you guys
all
not
year.
talking?
No.
Why aren't you talking?
Well, we've talked. We haven't talked about
Mully hurt your feelings,
picks.
Brad? I thought that was my job.
Oh, boy, look at this. Look at this. Look at, Brad.
Are you speculating or?
He's a valued friend of mine.
I know. I hear you say that every single time he's on.
I don't ever hear you call him a friend.
I do. I call Brad a friend. I do. Brad, but that's a close game. That would mean that they defensively have 20 points against the 49ers would be a good day for that defense, right?
That'd be a great day for the
defense.
But they're banged up pretty bad.
Yeah, they're running back 3 or 4.
There's no left tackle. I mean, there's real problems. You're
Ayuk is out.
Yeah.
Is their best wide receiver the guy who got shot earlier in the year? They've just the quarterback's arm recently here wasn't 100%.
How are you going to pay him, Brad? What are you going to do? That's why Kyle Shanahan is available for trade.
Well, I don't think Kyle Shanahan's available in trade.
That's my dream.
That's your dream? Okay. Well, you might have a better chance of getting a pony at Christmas.
Finally.
They were there. That's a topic out there because of what Mike Florio said on our station. I was on the San Francisco station yesterday, and the host asked me about that possibility, and they played the Florio cut. And there's not a consensus in San Francisco. I got the impression, at least, that everyone would be sad to see Kyle Shanahan go.
So we're making it happen, is what you're telling me.
Well, we're doing our part.
First, we get Richardson fired.
Everybody's got to roll. I didn't get Richardson fired.
I didn't say you.
No, we did. We get Richardson fired. Okay.
I don't know. We started talking about it.
Yeah, I just think it's really, really, really unlikely. Why would Kyle want to do that? He's got that thing built close. Right. They've been to 2 Super Bowls. He's got obviously a strong working relationship with the front office there, and I don't see ownership in San Francisco saying, "Yeah, we remember what it was like to have disagreements with Harbaugh, and then go from him to Tom Sula, and then Chip Kelly, and it was a dumpster fire." They've got stability right now. I don't see any way ownership wakes up and says, "Yeah, let's trade the coach and see if we can get another good one." Like, you just look at these hiring cycles and how they work, and you have increasingly more teams in it every half decade or so. You'll take a look at it and you'll say, "Well, geez, there were only 5 or 6 5 years ago," and the numbers, it keeps kind of climbing. So your number annually now is 7 or 8, sometimes gets higher than that, where you're approaching a third of the league turning over the head coach. And in 2 to 3 years' time, you look at it and you say, well, of those 10 guys, this guy's been fantastic. In the cycle that Matt Eberflus came to the Bears, it's Kevin O'Connell, right? The Vikings got the star coach. Half of them have been fired by now, and then you've got guys like Doug Peterson, where it's well, he's kind of on thin ice. He could be out here soon. So I don't know that you really want to jump into the hiring cycle for head coach if you don't have to, because the strike ratio there is more difficult than having a first round pick. People swing and miss on the head coaches, and oftentimes it's because of other areas that ail the specific franchise. It's a bad roster, the GM isn't doing a good job, whatever. But I really firmly believe it's fantasy land that they'd be trading for a head coach.
All right, buddy. Good talking to you. Have a great trip.
Safe travels, Brad.
Thanks, guys.